What's up, guys? It's the Void 2 Gaming here, and today's a pretty big day. It is the release day of Highguard. This is a game that was unveiled at the Game Awards last month as the final reveal, which definitely caused some controversy given it was just a live service, first-person shooter getting announced as the final reveal at the Game Awards, which is usually reserved for the biggest and most insane games to come out in the near 5 years or so. They're never close by releases. So Highguard definitely stood out as a game that was coming out in a month as the final reveal, and I'm pretty sure that was the point of the reveal at the Game Awards, but anyway, it caused a lot of controversy. So I wanted to do something a little different. I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon, everyone else hating on this game just because it was the disappointing final reveal, or that it's just a live service game, it's another free to play shooter. I want to give it a benefit of the doubt. We're gonna play this game. I'm gonna play it. Today's the day. It's downloading right now, and I'm gonna get back on here when it's done finished downloading. I'm gonna play it. I'm going in completely blind. I've only seen the first trailer that was unveiled at the Game Awards. That's all I have on this game. I'm going to give it a fair shake. I don't want to come off as just someone looking to hate because negativity is good these days. I want to go in fully into it, just fully blind, and we're going to see what Highguard is all about. Okay, so Highguard's it's a different type of shooter. I think it's more comparable to games like a MOBA game or something. I can't think of one on top of my head. I don't know, League of Legends. I never played those. I'm not gonna act like I know them. But you have these two bases that you have to defend, and you have to get this sword. I forgot the name of the sword already, but you get this sword, you break into their base, and then you gotta do some bomb detonations, and then that's how you win. You gotta destroy their base by bombing their base. I think that that's an interesting concept for a first-person shooter. To take that first-person shooter gameplay and put it into a more of a MOBA game setting is actually really cool. It makes for really intense gameplay, especially once you start attacking their base. You spend the first half of the game just gearing up, preparing, finding loot. You can fight other players during this time, but the 3 games I played, I got 3 matches in. The 3 games I played, you never would find the other person. I think I found them twice, and I think I found them once well before the sword was available. But most of the time, you wouldn't really see them. They would be looting one place, you would be looting another, and then you come together when it's time to go get that sword. And I think that was a pretty interesting kind of gameplay setup, very different. As for my first couple matches, my first 3 matches that were playing Highguard, I was mad. Yeah, I was so angry. The first 2 matches were losses. The first one was an overwhelming defeat. We just got straight wiped. Second one was, we fought hard, but, we didn't make it out in the end. Third one was honestly an easy game for us. We did win that one. It was like a dog walk in the park. I worry that maybe they added bots when you lose too many games, and that's what happened. They just hit me with a bot. But overall, that was an incredibly annoying experience, just getting destroyed by enemies very fast and not really knowing some of the game systems when playing. There's some moments that I have recorded that are quite angry, I would say. I'm not super angry. I don't curse, but I ain't happy. The way that didn't work. What? I swear, why is it lagging now? No. Where was the? Oh my God, this game is angering me. Am I stuck in here? I can't even leave my own base or help my team because I'm already in. I just have to let them die. This game is all right, man. This game making me bad. So beside the actual base gameplay of just the base game mode and the base gunplay, there's also I think they're called Vanguards. Again, one of the big things I might have to say is a criticism of the game is notice how I'm constantly forgetting the names of anything in this game. I don't know what the sword we're supposed to get is. I don't know what the name of the type of heroes this game has. because none of it is unique. I mean, none of it feels like, yeah, man, I definitely remember. This is the one name I remember. Attackis. I remember that guy on the front of the game. I did not play him. I don't think anyone on my team, any of my teams played him. I don't think anyone on the other teams played Attackis. Did anyone play Attackis? I'm going to have to review all my gameplay. I don't think anyone played Attackis. He's like the face of the game. And nobody played Attack. This is like if Overwatch had Soldier 76 as the face of the game and you could not get a game where someone's playing Soldier because no one cares to play Soldier. And I don't know. I just, this game's like visual style, its characters, its presentation. There's not a lot going for it, which is kind of bad, I feel like, when it comes to a hero shooter like this, because while the gameplay and the base gameplay loop is all right, I think that the thing that will keep it going would be a high player base because people want to keep playing more games with this unique cast. People want to buy microtransactions and skins for these characters. No one's going to do that. I looked in the store and it was just filled with random stuff that I know I would never spend my money on. Like, they just looked awful. Like, not bad skins. They just didn't look like interesting skins. Like, again, maybe if this was a single player game and they built this IP up on its own, like, merit, I'd be a little more into it. But as a live service multiplayer game, I don't see myself ever thinking I want to spend money on it. And, you know, a lot of games kind of suffer that and then start going down the route of collaborations and just putting a bunch of random IPs in the game and just thinking, well, people will buy, you know, if you can play as, like, Iron Man in it, or like there's this other character, I do remember his name. His name is Kai. He has like ice powers. If you put like some ice-based character, make a Jack Frost skin or like a Iceman from the X-Men skin. Like, sure, people might buy that, but at that point, people aren't buying the game because of like what it is. You're just buying it for the IP. And sure, games like Marvel Rivals do that and it works out fine, but that's also just fun to jump a Marvel game. This is a game that's meant to be a new IP, but the IP itself is so not distinct. It feels like, what are you playing here? Like, what are we doing? This just looks like every other. This doesn't look too crazy different from games like Paladins or Realm Royale from High Res. Like, it kind of looks like one of those games. I saw someone compare it to one of those games. Like, I can't think of a game. I can't think of how unique this game looks and why I would ever say, I'm going to just keep playing Highguard. I'm going to make my whole thing Highguard. I'm going to be a Highguard YouTube channel. When there are games like Marvel Rivals that exist, when there are games like Overwatch that exist, you know, with the current like shooter landscape, your game needs to really stand out to get people to play it. And I feel like it doesn't stand out at all. All right, final thoughts on Highguard. Honestly, it's not a bad game. I think that a lot of people thinking it's like going to be like another massive mega flop, Conquer 2. I think that's just wrong. I mean, it's not. Like, the game itself isn't bad. Like, if you boot up and play Highguard, especially if you got friends. Again, I play this like solo queuing, but you know, I'm sure it's even more enjoyable with friends. But like, you're going to have a good time. You're going to play it. You're going to enjoy your game. You're going to get a game. I get mad at like, you know, not knowing how some things work at first. And, you know, maybe if you're solo queuing, you know, team might not be all there, but it's not bad. You're not going to dislike it. It's not going to be like a game I play and I think like, oh man, this is awful. I really wish I feel like I'm wasting my time. It's not that, you know, I think you can get some fun out of it. I know, like, if this was like, you know, back in like 2017, 2018, and me and the boys were hopping on, get the PlayStation party booted up, and we play this for like that's the day. We're playing Highguard all day. We would have had fun. We would have absolutely enjoyed it. It's just, I think on its own, like, especially with like, unfortunately, like comparison, you know, comparison to Thief of Joy type of thing. I think that knowing how live service games these days are really like competitive, like if one doesn't stand out and really get an audience, what's the chances you're going to beat those games that have stood out and do have that crazy audience? I think that, you know, unfortunately, unless they do something to really just grab everybody and really stand out, it's gonna like kind of fade into obscurity. Like, it really needs to do something major with its visual style, like with the lore, maybe like get people into the world. I know this is only the first day, but I mean, looking at games like Overwatch and like looking at how that was like the lead up to release, and they had all these animated shorts coming out. There was like I think 6 animated shorts came out before the game came out, and it was like that's got you into the world. That got you interested into the characters. You wanted to play as the big gorilla with the lightning gun because you saw that short. You wanted to play as Widowmaker and Tracer when they were like fighting in that museum. You wanted to know who Doomfist was. You keep hearing this kid talk about Doomfist. You see them wielding the Doomfist. You're like, who is this Doomfist? And then waiting forever to like get there with the releases of characters like Sombra and like Ana. It was a big deal, man. This game has none of that. Man, even Conquered at least had like a cinematic trailer when it was announced, at least had something to get you excited for the world of Conquered, even if everyone got disappointed when they saw the gameplay. I feel like this game just needs a little more legs. It just needs a little more legs. It will have, it needs something to get people, to grab people's attention outside of its gameplay, which is kind of crazy to say that a game needs more than its gameplay. But I think today's day and age, yeah, it does, especially with live service shooters, because I think the idea of a raid shooter is cool. I think that's interesting. But to be honest, I'd rather just boot up R6. That's technically a raid shooter. You gotta raid a base, kill everyone in it, blow up, defuse a bomb, I don't know, whatever. That's kind of like a raid shooter. Honestly, I can see Ubisoft going for a big, massive update that opens the map up a little bit, adds a couple more playable characters, adds a couple more people on the team, and you all, like, you get maybe vehicles, and you get to raid a base, but it's combined with the world of Rainbow Six Siege, which everyone already knows and loves. Like, something like that. Take Highguard's gameplay, smack it on R6. That would be cool. Maybe I'm only saying that because I'm just really into R6 right now. But I think that this game overall would have really benefited a lot from a better visual presentation. It just looks really generic, doesn't stand out. I don't think the microtransactions and the cosmetics are going to sell at all. And I mean, I can only hope for the best. I hope that this works out for him in the end. It was, I don't want, no studio to, get shut down. I don't want games to get shut down. I want this thing to stay alive, even if no one's playing it. At least let me make a private server one day. Let me do that. But right now, it just looks like a game that I'll play maybe again, one day. But if I needed space for a video game later on, I know the first game that's getting deleted, and it's unfortunately Highguard. So, yeah. And that was all for this video. If you enjoyed seeing some Highguard gameplay and hearing my thoughts on it, then subscribe. I'll have more videos like this coming. Playing more games, old games, new games, games. I don't know. But yeah, please like and subscribe. That'd be awesome. And I'll see you all in the next video.